Okay, let's start a BTP pruning lab from beginning. So in previous classes, I already explained you about the join message. When I was speaking about the message, so one message I used, explain this join message. So I said join message is used for the BTP pruning, right? So we are going to see how join message is sent, who is that generating, and how you can find and how you can prove that once you are going to enable the BTP pruning, then join message is going to be generated, right? So that's going to we are going to see that. So let me build a lab, small lab you can say, and just connect it some of the cable here, here, okay. And we can connect some of the PC and assign VLAN. Or let's see, without connecting the PCs, let's see, I will enable all the VLAN on the trunk port. Let's say it's going to generate the BTP join messages. Okay, let's turn on the switches first. Okay, so done. So all the switches generated. Just let me basic config T, host name, switch number one, then no IP domain, lookup to stop the DNS lookup things. So config T, no IP domain name, host name, switch number two. And here config T, no IP domain, host name, switch number three. Done. Let's enable the BTP domain, uh, ABC. Just take ABC and just copy this and paste in all the switches. If you will not enable, then it will send to switch number two. After 5 minutes, switch number two will send to switch number three. I already explained you like how it's working. So you can just configure in all the switches for the first message transmission. Okay. So BTP domain name is configured. So it's here is also configured. Just configure some of the VLAN to prove that BTP is working perfectly. So BTP VLAN 1 to 100, for example. Sorry, VLAN 1 to 100. Done. 100 VLAN created. Do write MEM, and you will see like all the switch will receive that VLAN information. So VLAN brief. And here you will see no VLAN is received. Could you please explain why it's not reflecting here? So VLAN brief. Tell me why this. I have configured the domain name. Here I think domain name is there. I don't know domain name is there or not. Though BTP domain. So BTP start. Sorry, Rahul. Tell me what could be the issue. There is a domain name is updated here, but I'm not sure why VLAN information is not receiving by the switch number two. Domain I've updated in all the switches, but no VLAN. Could you please tell me why? In switch number one, we have 100 VLAN, but switch number two, we do not have any VLAN. Okay? But here, no VLAN information, no VLAN. and no VLAN 2. What do you think? Right. Which I explained in like what is the minimum criteria of the BTP, right? That you have to keep in mind always if any issue is happening. Means trunking is not enabled. So you need to check first trunking. So interface trunk. There is no trunk, right? There is no trunk, correct? So enable the trunking first. Config T, I will use the dynamic trunking. So interface range 0 to 1. E0 to 1. 1, right? So switch port, mode, dynamic, desirable. Then the interface E0/0 switch port. And running VLAN here 1000. Same. Same. 1000. Okay. So it's trunking is enabled. Just connect some of the PC to, Huh. And one more thing I forget to explain you. Like VLAN 1 can never pruned. VLAN 1, let me explain this third point, like VLAN 1 cannot be pruned, right? Okay. We cannot stop the VLAN 1 because its management traffic is going through. I already explained what is the default VLAN, what is the native VLAN, right? So you can also check here. Then now time to enable the now you will see all the VLAN is received because trunking was not enabled. That's what is not reflecting. VLAN brief. 100 VLAN is there, right? Oh, no VLAN. So interface trunk. So trunking is there. So BTP status. One, two, three, VLAN one, ABC. Mode is server. Okay. This. So BTP status. 0. Mode server. ABC. So BTP status. ABC. Mode server. 100. Should be received. Let me again post the message. So config T no VLAN 99, for example, to generate a message. Why is VLAN is not receiving malfunction in the switch or something? BTP no password, no password, no password. So VTP status, revision number 2. Here should also be 2, right? So VTP status. I don't know. That's what I'm not believing much on the virtual things. Anyway, let's see, debug it. Let me on the debug and see. SW VLAN BTP event. Okay, here I am. Let me see. 98. Just deleting the VLAN. Unable to set ID 655 for the VLAN 343. What is this? Oh, okay. What is this? Reload the switch. No config. No confirm. Let me reload the switch. Don't reload in production, but just I'm testing. I don't know what type of error is I'm getting. So BTP status. Let me see. ABC. So VLAN brief. Config T. Debug. Let me on. Debug. VLAN BTP event. VLAN 50 name. Uh, no, something went wrong here, I guess. Let me enable here. Config T. VLAN 200. Let me see. Oh, same error. Unable to set. Hmm. Okay, this switch is received now. Subset packet domain receive ABC non length this one. Transmit BTP summary. Okay. Where the subset? Subset received from which switch? They are not sending any messages. I'm not sure, man. What error is I'm getting right now? Let me let me configure back again. Config T interface E0/1 switch port mode trunk command rejected and the interface trunk encapsulation is auto cannot be configured the trunk mode. Okay, no worry. Config T interface range no switch port mode dynamic desirable. Okay, switch port mode trunk inter command rejected interface that is auto cannot be configured the trunk mode. Then command is termination because of failed of the internet 0. Oh, okay. E00. Let me go one by one. That's what trunking is not formed perfectly. That's the reason I think that error is coming up. Okay, trunking is not enabled. Let me enable interface E0/0. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch port trunk encapsulation dot one. Okay, encapsulation you can say ISL and dot one Q. So we are using dot one Q, that is standard. Switch port mode trunk. Done. Let me enable E1/0 as well. 1 encapsulation dot one Q switch mode trunk. Okay, now it's done. Trunking was not enabled properly. Now we can see here as well. Interface E0/1 switch port mode encapsulation switch port trunk encapsulation dot one Q switch port mode trunk. Done. Here as well. Interface E0/0 150 interface E0/0 switch port trunk encapsulation dot one Q switch port mode trunk. Done. Trunking is enabled perfectly now. Now you can see all the VLANs should be there. So VLAN brief, here it is. So VLAN brief, all the VLAN is here. Do so VLAN brief. All the VLAN is there. All good, right? Now just capture two packet here. I will show you between the switches. This packet. I will show you like there is no join messages going through the HTTP, right? Through the BTP, right? Rahul, any message, join messages you can see here?
No.
No, right? Let me enable then. What is the BTP pruning? So just config T BTP pruning. Okay, see. As soon as I will enable, it will reflect to all other switches. See, subset received, subset received. So means it starts sending the join messages. Wait for some time, you will see join messages here. See, means here. That's so much fast. Okay, some of the message is showing. Just I'm disabling that. See, so means as this is the proof. Like when we are sending the BTP, once we will enable the BTP pruning, a message will be then generated that is known as a join message. To know the join message and how it's used, how it's going to join that particular interface. So previous video I already explained it, right? So if you want to check where the join message will be available, here in the BTP trunking border, you can see the quote join or prune message. Okay. So you can also say I already explain you like once we are enabling the pruning, then a message will be generated. That message known as a BTP pruning. Okay, that's it for that for pruning, and then I will explain about version and then the interview question and so on. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, let me stop the recording.